inning for Long Island. The designated hitter, number 6, Bill Hall.
Check, check.
Ray Morrow and Julia Vargas to customer service. Ray Morrow and Julia Vargas. These guys aren't so tough. I've got Wonder Bat. Left fielder number 13, Adam Bailey.
Adam Bailey steps in for the Ducks. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. Second baseman, number 2, Cody Puckett.
most dynamic family fitness, wellness, and athletic complex on Route 31 in Flemington. HealthPress offers the area's only all-inclusive membership for the entire family, with classes for kids and adults, including martial arts, dance, gymnastics, and more. Plus 150 outstanding group fitness classes each.
Hi, this is right-handed pitcher Josh Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I could live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire 15th anniversary season through live chats with Ducks players and exclusive video clips. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Life is better here.
And welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark here in Somerset, New Jersey. Mark Schwartz on the call on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. Also live audio and video streaming at liducks.com. We apologize for the technical difficulties for tonight's broadcast, but believe that we have everything fixed and we should be good to go for the rest of the evening. The Ducks taking on the Somerset Patriots here in Bridgewater, New Jersey. 2-1 the Ducks lead as we move to the bottom of the third inning. I'll make sure to recap everything that has gone on in this game so far. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties in this for the broadcast tonight. But here in the bottom of the third, Long Island leads it over Somerset 2-1. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors for Long Island. 1 run on 4 hits and no errors for Somerset. Jared Lansford's on the mound for the Ducks, and right now he works against Ty Wright for the Somerset Patriots in the bottom of the third inning. The 0-1 to Wright is swung on and missed, and Wright has fallen behind quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. The Ducks took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning in tonight's ballgame, as it was Brendan Harris with a 1-out double. A couple of batters later, after Bill Hall walked and Lou Ford was intentionally hit by a pitch, it was Adam Bailey with an RBI single to right field that put the Ducks in front 1-0, as the fastball from Lansford missed outside to right 1-2. So the Ducks led 1-0 after the top of the first inning on the Adam Bailey RBI single, as the fastball here misses low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Somerset, however, tied up the ball game in the bottom of the first inning against Jared Lansford. The first batter that Lansford faced was Corey Harelchek, and he lifted a solo home run over the right field fence. His 5th home run of the season to tie up the ball game at 1 apiece as Wright swings through the fastball for strike 3. 1 away now in the bottom of the third inning, and that'll bring Darrell Ward to the plate. Jared Lansford allowed 3 hits in the bottom of the first inning. The leadoff home run to Corey Harelchek. He then struck out the next 2 batters before Corey Smith and Luis Montanez went back-to-back with singles. But it was Brian Barden afterwards who grounded out to third base to retire the side and keep the game knotted at 1, as the first pitch here to the left-handed hitting Darrell Ward misses outside 1-0. The Ducks then regain the lead in the top of the second inning. With 1 out, Dan Lyons hit a base hit to left field. He then stole second base, and with Brendan Harris at the plate, the birthday man himself hit another double. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles in tonight's ballgame, but this double into the left center field gap scored Lyons from second base and put Long Island on top 2-1. So Brendan Harris has provided most of the offense of the ballgame so far, as Darrell Ward takes the fastball outside. And now he has worked ahead in the count, 3 balls and no strikes against the right-handed starting pitcher for Long Island, Jared Lansford. So as Brendan Harris's RBI double in the top of the second inning, which put Long Island in front, is here. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 3-1. And that's provided all the offense so far as Somerset threatened in the bottom of the second. Damaso Espino led off with a double down the right field line as Ward fouls off the fastball to the backstop, and the count runs full at 3-2. But Espino was later stranded at third base when Edwin Masonette, Scott Kelly, and Corey Harrelchek all grounded out consecutively. Lansford was able to work out of the jam and keep the Ducks in front. Long Island went down 1-2-3 in the top of the third despite a long fly out to center field from Cody Puckett. The 3-2 here to Ward is fouled off over the backstop and out of play again. Count remains full at 3-2 strikes. So again, the Ducks currently leading it over the Somerset Patriots 2-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. We apologize for the technical difficulties that prevented us from broadcasting the first 2.5 innings of tonight's ball game as Ward with a fly ball here down the right field line, foul territory. Lentini over, and he makes a nice basket catch in foul territory for the second out. So quickly 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning, and that'll bring Corey Smith to the plate. Smith's 1 for 1. He had a single back in the first inning. It's a big series between these two teams. The fifth game right now of a stretch in which these two teams play against each other 7 consecutive times. Right now the Ducks chasing the Patriots for first place in the Liberty Division as the fastball here at the knees to Corey Smith for a called strike, 0-1. Long Island entering tonight's ballgame with a 60-54 overall record, 20-25 in the second half, whereas the Patriots have the best record in the Atlantic League. As Smith swings here, grounds it over to third. Harris able to make the stop and throw it on to first in time for the final out. So Jared Lansford works a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Ducks in front 2-1 as we move to the top of the fourth on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, this is Josh Brodeen, first baseman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ, Southside Hospital in Bayshore, is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Life without Ducks Baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks Baseball.
Bethpage Ballpark is set. Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks Baseball. Life is better here.
Top of the fourth inning here at TD Bank Ballpark. Mark Schwartz on the call. We apologize for the technical difficulties that prevented us from broadcasting the first 2.5 innings of tonight's ball game, but we believe that we're all ready to go and should be all systems forward as we progress through the rest of the evening. Currently, Long Island leading it over the Somerset Patriots 2-1 here in the top of the fourth inning. Matt Maloney is the starting pitcher for Somerset. He's allowed 2 runs on 4 hits so far, as Joash Brodeen will lead things off for Long Island here in the top of the fourth inning. And the first pitch to Brodeen is a fastball fouled off down the third base line out of play, 0-1. Maloney currently 4th in the Atlantic League and earned run average with a 3.05. He's 8-6 on the season. The southpaw delivers to the right-handed hitting Joash Brodeen here, and he swings through the fastball, and the count moves to 0-2. Brodeen, a switch hitter, now batting from the right side against the left-handed starter, Matt Maloney. The 0-2 changeup misses in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's Matt Maloney versus Jared Lansford, the pitching matchup for tonight's ball game. A solid pitching matchup. as Maloney ranks 4th in the Atlantic League in earned run average with a 3.05 mark. Jared Lansford ranks 5th in the Atlantic League, as here Brodeen lifts the 1-2 towards right field. Under it is Luis Montanez, and he's able to make the catch for out number 1.
By using the AT&T social media clubhouse, take a picture and use the hashtag GetPatriotic on Twitter and Instagram.
So we'll try to play catch-up as we progress through this ball game after not broadcasting the first 2.5 innings. But the alignment for the Somerset Patriots tonight defensively is starting in the outfield. It's Ty Wright in left field, Corey Harrelchek in center, Luis Montanez in right. Along the infield, it's Corey Smith at third, Edwin Masonette at short, Scott Kelly at second, Brian Barden at first, Damaso Espino behind home plate. And Matt Maloney on the mound. Here Jan Vasquez is at the plate, and he takes a fastball for a called strike 0-1. The Ducks batting order tonight, it was Phelan Lentini leading off, Brendan Harris batting second, Lou Ford third, Bill Hall cleanup, Adam Bailey fifth, Cody Puckett sixth, Joash Brodeen seventh, Jan Vasquez 8th, and Dan Lyons 9th. As here Vasquez grounds one into no man's land right behind the pitcher's mound along the infield, and he'll reach first base safely with an infield single.
Main Street in Manville across from the Walmart. Redeem your ticket stub for 20% off your next dine-in purchase, or treat your taste buds.
The 5th hit of the ball game for Long Island.
Right now,
and now they have a one-out base runner, as Dan Lyons will come to the plate. Lyons already with a single tonight. Had a base hit into left field back in the bottom of the second inning. Stole second base, came around to score on an RBI double from Brendan Harris. Again, Harris celebrating his 34th birthday tonight. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles and an RBI, along with a run scored. As here the Lions takes a fastball low for a ball 1-0. There was an RBI single from Adam Bailey back in the first inning, which put Long Island in front 1-0. Corey Harrelchek tied it up with a solo home run in the bottom of the first, as here a fastball misses upstairs to Harris 2-0. And then in the top of the second inning, the Ducks regain their 2-1 lead on an RBI double from Harris. That's where we currently stand here in the top of the 4th inning. Ducks trying to gain ground in the Atlantic League, specifically in the Liberty Division, and in the wild card race. Here, Dan Lyons pops up the 2-0 down the first base line, foul territory, over Scott Kelly. He makes the catch as he called off the first baseman, Brian Barden. 2 out now in the top of the 4th, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order in Phelan Lentini.
Right fielder, Phelan Lentini.
Long Island currently 2 games behind both the Lancaster Barnstormers and the Sugarland Skeeters for what would be the final 2 playoff spots, wild card spots, if the postseason were to begin tomorrow. All 8 teams currently underway in the Atlantic League, so we'll keep track of the out-of-town scoreboard throughout the evening. But right now, the Ducks currently out of a playoff position if the postseason were to start, as Lentini drops down a beautiful bunt down the third base line, and Corey Smith will not have a play. Even with 2 out, Lentini sensed that Smith was playing back. He dropped a gorgeous bunt into no man's land. It's the second infield single for the Ducks here in the top of the 4th inning. Runners now at first and second with 2 out, and Brendan Harris will step to the plate, already 2 for 2 with a run scored and a run batted in.
Third baseman, Brendan
So it was Jan Vasquez with an infield single, which bounced over the pitcher's mound to begin this rally. Now Phelan Lentini drops down a bunt down the third base line. Vasquez off of second, Lentini off of first. The infield will play back with 2 out, and Brendan Harris will step to the plate. Harris, a right-handed batter working against the southpaw Maloney. First pitch here to Brendan. Changeup misses upstairs, 1-0. Harris is hitting .285 entering tonight's ball game with 6 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Corey Smith guarding the line down the third base line, playing deep against Harris, the 1-0. Changeup misses low, blocked in the dirt. Nice block made by Damaso Espino. The count runs to 2 balls and no strikes. Two runs on 6 hits, no errors for Long Island. 1 run on 4 hits, and no errors for Somerset. It's the 4th start that Matt Maloney is making against Long Island this season. He's currently 1-2 in those 3 starts with a 2.97 ERA as Brendan Harris rips another base hit into left center field. Jan Vasquez is going to turn third, and he'll head home and score without a throw. Brendan Harris, celebrating his 34th birthday, is now 3 for 3 in tonight's ball game with a pair of runs batted in, and the Ducks lead it 3-1 over the Somerset Patriots.
Center fielder Lou Ford.
Phelan Lentini went first to third on the play, so the Ducks now have runners on the corners with 2 out, and the number 3 batter in the order, Lou Ford, stepping to the plate. Ford is 0 for 1 today. He was hit by a pitch back in the first inning and lined out to third base in the second. Brian Barden will hold Brendan Harris on at first base. Here the first pitch from Matt Maloney is swung on and lined down the right field line. And that's going to land foul. 0-1's the count now to Lou Ford. Enters tonight's ball game with a .339 batting average, 13 home runs, and 77 runs batted in this season. Ford's 77 RBI, tied for third most in the Atlantic League entering tonight, alongside Eric Patterson of the York Revolution. The 0-1 here from Maloney. Swung on, fouled off down the first base line and out of play. Lou has quickly fallen behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Lentini leads off of third, Harris off of first. Ducks lead 3-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. And Lou Ford trying to extend that lead even further for Long Island, as Maloney will throw over to first and Harris back standing safely. Brendan Harris has been front and center in all 3 runs for Long Island so far tonight. Scored a run in the first, RBI double in the second, and here an RBI single in the 4th. The 0-2 to Ford. Changeup taken in the dirt. A nice block once again made by Damaso Espino. And the count runs to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Long Island has dropped 3 consecutive games against the Somerset Patriots after at one point winning 4 consecutive. Of course, these 2 teams coming off the heels of a 4-game set over at Bethpage Ballpark, which concluded on Sunday. The Ducks took the first game of that 4-game series, and at one point, which is 4 games behind Somerset for first place in the Liberty Division, as the changeup to Ford misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. After the Ducks had taken that first game, they were 4 games behind Somerset and had won 4 consecutive games against the Patriots. But since that point, Somerset has won 3 straight over Long Island to extend their division lead back out to 7 games. The 2-2 here to Ford is chopped off his ankle and rolls into fair territory, but it's a dead ball, and the count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Long Island had an opportunity to cut the Somerset lead in the Liberty Division even smaller than 4 games, but despite holding leads in each of the last 3 against Somerset, in all 3 of those games, the Patriots used late rallies to come back, eventually take the lead and hold on and win the ball game. So it's been missed opportunities for Long Island over the last 3 games. They currently are on top 3-1 here in the top of the 4th and looking to hold on to this lead as Ford grounds the 2-2 fastball foul down the third base line. Count continues to hold at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 away, top of the 4th. Ducks on top 3-1. Phelan Lentini leading off of third base. Brendan Harris off of first. Matt Maloney has already allowed 3 runs, all earned to this point on 7 hits. This is a guy that ranks 4th in the league in earned run average as Ford rips one foul down the third base line. That would have been at least an extra base hit for Lou if it had stayed fair, but he ripped it foul. And the count once again holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looking to hold on to this lead. Maloney trying to escape further damage here in the top of the 4th inning. Working against Jared Lansford on the mound for Long Island. Again, Maloney had a 3.05 ERA entering tonight's ballgame, and he's been strong against the Ducks so far this season. But he's found trouble, namely with Brendan Harris. The 2-2. Fastball swung on and blooped to shallow left. In comes Ty Wright. He camps under it and makes the catch, and that will retire the side. But Long Island adds on to their lead. An RBI single from Brendan Harris increases the Ducks' lead to 3-1 as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Sean Garceau, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolak paving stones and walls. Nicolak specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicolak. Visit the Nicolak Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak pavers, Nicolak pavers, pave your way.
Hey, Duck fans, you want all the latest inside info on your back-to-back Atlantic League champion Long Island Ducks? Then follow Ducks president and general manager Michael Pfaff on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucksGM. You'll find out first right here about player transactions, special stories, and so much more. You'll also be able to interact with Michael directly and get his take on all things Ducks baseball. Head to twitter.com/LIDucksGM today and make sure to follow along throughout the entire 15th anniversary season. Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Jared Lansford back to the mound as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning here at TD Bank Ballpark. Mark Schwartz on the call here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties from the beginning of tonight's ball game, but we're all systems go here in Bridgewater, New Jersey, as Long Island's taking on Somerset in the 5th game in a stretch in which these two teams play against each other a total of 7 times. A very important stretch of games for Long Island. They're currently on top of the Somerset Patriots 3-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Leading off for Somerset here in the bottom of the 4th, it'll be Luis Montañez. The 5, 6, 7 batters due up for the Patriots. It'll be Montañez followed by Brian Barden and Damaso Espino. Jared Lansford has allowed 1 run on 4 hits to this point. Has worked around a couple of tough innings to keep the Patriots at just 1 run as the first pitch changeup to Montañez misses low, 1-0. Lansford entering tonight's ball game with a 6-4 record and a 3.22 ERA. Here the fastball right down the middle for a called strike, 1-1. The Ducks wearing their road gray jerseys with the script Long Island across their chest. Curveball here from Lansford misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. The gray jersey with the gray pants and a single-tone black hat with a black brim for Long Island and black socks. The Patriots in their home white vests. It's a white jersey with the script Patriots growing across the chest as the fastball here from Lansford misses outside, 3-1. With the navy blue undershirt, white pants, navy socks, and a single-tone navy cap with a navy brim. From the windup, the 3-1 from Lansford, a fastball at the knees for a called strike. It was a delayed call from the home plate umpire, Fred DeJesus, as Luis Montañez first paused, then tried to take a couple steps towards first base, and then the strike was called by DeJesus. So Montañez returns to the right-handed batter's box as Lansford works from the windup, and the 3-2 is swung on and lifted to shallow right field. Phelan Lentini comes in, and he makes the catch for the first out. So 1 away now in the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up Brian Barden. 7 consecutive retired by Jared Lansford. Again, the only run that he's allowed came back in the 1st inning on a leadoff solo home run from Corey Harelchek. The Patriots had 3 hits in the bottom of the 1st inning, but only scored 1 run. Damaso Espino led off the bottom of the 2nd with a double, but was stranded at 3rd base. As here, Barden swings first pitch, grounds it to short. Lyons ranges to his left, fields cleanly, and fires it on to first in time for the 2nd out. So make it 8 consecutive retired by Jared Lansford. Quickly 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And now Damaso Espino will step in.
Damaso Espino.
Espino, a right-handed batter. He's played very well against Long Island as of late. This season he's hitting .247 with a home run and 17 RBI. Takes a first pitch fastball at the knees for a called strike from Lansford. And the count's 0-1. But Espino has been somewhat of a duck killer as of late. Here he grounds one over to short lines to his left, fields cleanly at the edge of the infield dirt, and he makes the throw onto first base. A nice stretch by Joe Ash Brodeen. And a quick 1-2-3 inning for Jared Lansford. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Through 4, Long Island leads 3-1 on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey fans, this is infield Sergio Miranda, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Bark in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Top of the 5th inning here at TD Bank Ballpark. Mark Schwartz on the call on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Bill Hall will lead things off for Long Island here in the top of the 5th. He's the designated hitter for the Ducks tonight. 0 for 1, walked back in the first inning, struck out in the third. A .245 batter this year with 3 home runs and 15 runs batted in. Right-handed batter with a very open stance, works against the southpaw Maloney, back out for his 5th inning of work. First pitch curveball drops in for a called strike at the knees, 0-1. Again, the Ducks leading at 3-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors for Long Island. 1 run on 4 hits and no errors for Somerset. Fastball from Maloney skips in low. Another nice block made by Espino. 1 ball and 1 strike. It'll be Hall, Bailey, and Cody Puckett due up for Long Island tonight here in the top of the 5th. Infield plays back against the power-hitting Hall. Outfield straight up. No wind to speak of here in Bridgewater, New Jersey, as Hall lifts the 1-1 pitch foul down the first base line. Over is Brian Barney, has plenty of space, and he makes the catch for the first out.
Hey fans, if you think you're strong, go test.
So that'll bring up left-handed hitting Adam Bailey, the lone left-handed batter working against Matt Maloney in the lineup for Long Island tonight. Bailey had an RBI single back in the top of the first inning, which gave Long Island 1-0 lead at the time. He's 1 for 2 today. Also struck out in the third. Now with 76 runs batted in this season, Bailey entered with a .299 batting average and 17 home runs to lead the team, but his 76 RBI now are just 1 behind Lou Ford for the team lead. First pitch here to Bailey, a fastball in the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Ford has basically led the team in hitting and runs batted in throughout the course of the entire season. But Bailey has been so strong as of late that he's creeping closer and closer as he grounds one through the hole right up the middle. And Adam Bailey has his second hit of the ball game. Well, Bailey had been struggling with his batting average earlier this year, but he continues his strong play. It's the 8th hit of the ball game for Long Island, second for Bailey. He'll lead off of first base as Cody Puckett will step to the plate now, 0 for 2.
Second baseman Cody Puckett.
And after Bailey hit 2 home runs against the Patriots on Sunday to provide most of the offense in that ball game for Long Island, he has gone 2 for 3 so far through the first 4+ innings of tonight's ball game. As the first pitch to Cody Puckett, the reigning Atlantic League Player of the Week, is a fastball at the knees for a called strike 0-1. Puckett over the last 10 games is hitting .455. Over the last 5, .524. As he skies one to deep center field here, but it'll stay in play as Corey Harelchek camps underneath it in front of the warning track and makes the catch for the second out. It's the second time that Puckett has flown out to deep right field tonight.
The first baseman,
deep center field. So 2 out and a runner at first for Long Island here in the top of the 5th. And Joash Brodin will step in. Again, a switch hitter batting from the right side. He prefers to bat from the left side, but he's been improving against left-handed pitching over the last couple of weeks. He's 0 for 2 so far tonight, however, as Maloney will throw over to first, and Adam Bailey back standing safely. Bailey not with a very large lead. This is a Ducks team that has had a lot of success stealing bases this season, but Bailey has not really been at the forefront of that. Bailey's 2 for 2 along the base paths, but hasn't really been known for his speed prowess as Brodin drills one to deep left field here. Going back, looking up, and that ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run for Joash Brodin, his 8th home run of the season. And Long Island has added to their lead. They now lead it 5-1 in the top of the 5th inning. Brodin ripped that one off the second row of advertising in straightaway left field. A no-doubter off the bat of Joash Brodin, and the Ducks are on top by 4 runs now in the top of the 5th. A 2-out, 2-run home run from Joash Brodin. And now Jan Vasquez will step in. If Brodin can start to add some production to the bottom of this order for Long Island, watch out, because that just makes this order that much deeper. Jan Vasquez, another switch hitter, batting from the right side, takes the first pitch fastball inside for a ball, 1-0. The Ducks now with 5 runs on 9 hits and no errors against Matt Maloney so far. The 1-0 to Vasquez is drilled down the left field line, but that's going to roll foul. And the count holds at 1 strike. And Joash Brodin's home run was the 86th home run of the season for Long Island. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs this year, they've met the Chappie's Home Run Challenge, and Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big cut there from Jan Vasquez out in front of the changeup from Maloney. And the count moves to 1 strikes. Decent-sized crowd here at TD Bank Ballpark in Somerset for tonight's midweek ball game between the Ducks and the Patriots. Somerset's second in the league in attendance, behind Sugar Land and in front of Long Island, as Vasquez grounds one foul down the third base line. Count stays at 1 strikes. Adam Bailey hit a 1-out base hit right up the middle to extend this inning. And it was Joash Brodin's 2-out, 2-run home run to left that has put Long Island on top 5-1. Maloney from the windup, the 1-2. Swung on and fouled off, this time down the right field line. And Vasquez stays alive. Jan, a .206 batter this year with 2 home runs and 16 runs batted in. Started off the year with the Camden River Sharks. Made his way onto Long Island in a trade straight up for Ryan Strebe back in the early stages of May. The 1-2 here from Maloney. Swing and a miss, strike three. Another changeup gets Vasquez out in front, but the Ducks add to their lead. A 2-run home run from Joash Brodeen in the top of the fifth, and Long Island leads it 5-1 halfway home on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
Hi, this is pitcher Jared Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
All 2,000 of us at PSEG Long Island care deeply about our communities. Our company has a long-standing commitment to giving back. And our people, along with our energy efficiency and renewable energy programs, are helping to improve the businesses and towns we all call home. Learn more about how we're working together to better serve our communities. Visit us at psegLINY.com/community.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as a color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, display your group's artwork, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Bottom of the fifth inning now at TD Bank Ballpark. Mark Schwartz here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball. Long Island leading at 5-1 over their Liberty Division rival Somerset Patriots. 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors for Long Island, 1 run on 4 hits, and no errors for Somerset. Jared Lansford has been strong on the mound after allowing a leadoff home run to Corey Harelchek in the bottom of that first inning. Since that point, Lansford has retired the last 9 in order. Really shouldn't say since that point. Since Damaso Espino led off the bottom of the second inning with a double down the right field line, Lansford has retired the last 9 in order. He's settled down quite nicely. And here he'll work against the 8, 9, and 1 batters in the Patriots order. Edwin Masonette will lead things off, followed by Scott Kelly. And then we'll move back to the top of the order and Corey Harelchek. Masonette is 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to second base back in the second inning. A .236 batter this year, 4 home runs, along with 20 runs batted in. Right-handed batter to work against the righty Lansford. From the windup, first pitch of the inning, a fastball in the inside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Lansford's making his third start against the Somerset Patriots this season. Is 1-1 in those 3 starts with a 3.0 ERA. The 0-1 to Masonette is lined to center field deep. Lou Ford ranges back and he makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Scott Kelly, who's 0 for 1 today and who has struggled mightily against Long Island this season. Kelly has a .191 batting average this year for the Patriots, so he's still underneath the Mendoza line. Against the Ducks, he's recorded just 2 hits in 19 at-bats, including his 1 at-bat tonight. That's in 9 games played against Long Island. So this is a guy that hasn't had a lot of success. He'll bat from the right side here as the first pitch fastball from Lansford misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. But Lansford has pitched well against the Patriots this season. That includes his last time out against Somerset as Kelly fouls one off over the backstop and over the press box. 1 ball and 1 strike. In Lansford's last start against Somerset back on August 15th at Bethpage Ballpark, Lansford worked a complete game. As here the fastball misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now quickly from the windup, the 2-1. Fastball misses low and outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. In that complete game, Lansford allowed 2 runs, just 1 of which were earned. It was his second complete game of the season. 10th overall for Long Island. Here's a 3-1 to Kelly, and it's lined deep to right field. Valentini's underneath it, and he'll catch for. And welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark here in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Mark Schwartz on the call. Apologize for the technical difficulties both at the beginning of the broadcast and just a little while ago as well. We move to the top of the sixth. Ducks leading it 5-1 over the Somerset Patriots. 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors for Long Island. 1 run on 6 hits and no errors for the Somerset Patriots. Jared Lansford able to work out of a 2-out jam in the bottom of the 5th, forcing Darrell Ward to fly out to deep center field to retire the side. So here in the top of the 6th inning, it'll be the 9-1-2 batters due up for Long Island. Dan Lyons, followed by Phelan Lentini and Brendan Harris. First pitch here to Lyons, bluffs a bunt, takes a fastball inside for a ball, 1-0. Lyons, a right-handed batter working against the southpaw Matt Maloney here, who has allowed 5 runs on 9 hits through the first 5. Uncharacteristic for Maloney, as here the fastball misses upstairs, 2-0. Again, Maloney entered with a 3.05 ERA this season. That's 4th best in the Atlantic League. And he hadn't allowed 5 runs in a start since July 24th against the York Revolution. As the fastball here misses inside to Lyons, 3 balls and no strikes. In fact, that's the only time this year that Maloney allowed 5 earned runs. He's allowed 5 runs total in 2 starts. As the changeup in there for a called strike to Lyons, 3-1. So an uncharacteristically poor performance from the southpaw Matt Maloney tonight. Patriots trailing by 4 runs, Ducks looking to extend their lead. The 3-1 here to Lyons is fouled off down the first baseline, out of play. Right in front of the broadcast booth, and the count runs full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. In case you're just joining us, Ducks took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first on an RBI single from Adam Bailey. Corey Harrelchek tied up the ballgame in the bottom of the first on a solo home run, but since that point it's been all Long Island. An RBI double from Brendan Harris in the second, an RBI single from Harris in the fourth, and a 2-run home run from Joash Brodin in the fifth has provided the runs for the Ducks. As here Dan Lyons draws a leadoff walk. And fans, that's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. So a leadoff base runner for Long Island. It's the first time tonight that the Ducks have had the leadoff base runner on. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order, and Phelan Lentini, who's 1 for 3, had a single his last time up. Maloney will work from the stretch, and the first pitch to Phelan, a fastball that misses upstairs, 1-0. Maloney now at 92 pitches tonight. He used a lot of pitches earlier in the ballgame. The 1-0. Fastball misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. The last time that the Ducks went up against Matt Maloney here at TD Bank Ballpark, you have to go back to June 14th. That was the game in which Maloney worked his only complete game of the season. As the 2-0 to Lentini's grounded over to short. Masonette fields to second for 1. The turn to first in time. 6-4-3 double play turned by Somerset. So 2 out and nobody on now in the top of the 6th inning, and that'll bring Brendan Harris to the plate, who is 3 for 3 so far tonight. In that June 14th start for Maloney, it was his only complete game, but it was a shortened ball game. It was the front end of a doubleheader, so Maloney went 7 innings, allowing 4 runs on 9 hits. No walks, 5 strikeouts, but did go the complete 7 innings in a game in which Long Island eventually won 4-1. Last time overall that the Ducks went up against Maloney was on August 15th, when Maloney worked against Jared Lansford back at the Duck Pond. As here the fastball misses no, it's on the inside corner to Harris, 0-1. In that last start Maloney made against Long Island, the Ducks once again got after him. 4 runs, but none of them were earned. Over 5 2/3 innings of work on 7 hits and 2 walks. Maloney took the loss in that ball game despite not allowing an earned run. As here the changeup misses low. 1 ball and 1 strikes the count. The only time Maloney actually won against Long Island, you have to go back to April 26th. First game of the season. He worked, sorry, that was the second game of the season. As here, Harris takes the fastball in there for a called strike, 2-1. In that second game, Maloney worked 5 2/3 innings in which he allowed 2 runs, took the win. As the fastball gets away from Damaso Espino here. Missed low, and the count moves to 3 balls and 1 strike. And Harris celebrating his 34th birthday tonight, and quite the birthday present he's received. 3 for 3, 2 runs batted in and a run scored. Here the 3-1 is fouled off down the first base line out of play. And that'll run the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Somerset starting to get some motion in their bullpen. Looks like Matt Somo is getting loose for the Patriots. And a little bit of movement in the Ducks bullpen as well, but nobody officially throwing just yet. Here Maloney works from the windup. The 3-2 curve is swung on and missed, strike 3. Harris is retired for the first time tonight, and Maloney faces just 3 batters here in the top of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th. Ducks lead 5-1 on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, this is Adam Bailey, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit FireIslandFerries.com.
Bring your birthday to the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available for the 2014 season. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
And welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark. Mark Schwartz here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. Fans follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Corey Smith will lead things off for the Patriots here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 batters due up for Somerset. Corey Smith followed by Luis Montañez and Brian Barden. All working against Jared Lansford, who's allowed just 1 run so far through the first 5 innings of this ball game. And includes a nice job of working out of danger his last time out. First pitch here to Corey Smith's a fastball in the inside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Lansford had retired 11 consecutive at one point, but allowed consecutive 2-out base hits in the top of the 6th. As here, Smith takes the fastball, swings at the fastball and fouls it off to the backstop and has fallen behind, and no balls and 2 strikes. A right-handed batter working against the righty Lansford. From the windup, the 0-2. Fastball misses high and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The only run for the Patriots so far tonight, a solo home run from Corey Harelchek in the bottom of the 1st. The 1-2 pitch from Lansford. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Smith's 1 for 2 today, had a base hit back in the first inning. One of 3 hits for the Patriots in the first. Somerset had 4 hits total in the first inning and a third, but since that point have had just 2 hits. As here Smith swings through the fastball for strike 3. The second strikeout, sorry, that's the 4th strikeout of the ball game for Jared Lansford. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th, and now Luis Montañez will step in. Montañez is 1 for 2, had a base hit back in the first. 275 batter this year with 14 home runs and 62 runs batted in. Right-handed batter. Takes a fastball outside for a ball 1-0. Montañez had a pair of home runs in the 4-game series over at Bethpage Ballpark against the Ducks. Another player that has played well against Long Island this season. The 1-0 from Lansford. Fastball swung on, fouled off down the right field line. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, this is the 5th game in a stretch in which Long Island and Somerset play 7 against each other. 7 consecutive, I should say. And overall, the 11th in a stretch in which these two teams played 13 in a stretch of 16 games against each other. Well, 10 games, sorry, in the stretch of 13. As the fastball here misses inside 2-1. Very important stretch of the season for Long Island. Really, for the rest of the year, every game is an important game. As the fastball knee-high for a called strike, 2-2. Long Island had an opportunity, if they could play well over this stretch of games against the Patriots, to work their way back into contention in the Liberty Division standings, so they wouldn't have to necessarily bank on just getting in to the postseason through a wild card berth, as here Montañez lines the 2-2 pitch right up the middle for a base hit. 7th hit of the ball game for Somerset. And that'll bring Brian Barden to the plate, who's 0 for 2. It's the second hit of the ball game for Luis Montañez. He'll lead off of first base and be held on by Joe Ash Brodeen. Barden, a right-handed batter, will work against Lansford here. Lansford just north of 80 pitches. And he is 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning, so he's done a good job of being economical with his pitch count as Barden swings through the changeup and falls behind 0-1. Lansford has won his last 2 starts, including that complete game 2-run effort against Somerset back on August 15th. The 0-1 here from Lansford. Fastball at the knees for a called strike, 0-2. Jared was the Atlantic League Pitcher of the Month for the month of July, where he went 1-0 with a very low earned run average. He's been a victim of numerous no decisions, a similar spell that Bobby Blevins has been under for Long Island. The 0-2 here to Barden just misses off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. But Lansford has only lost 1 game since the last time that the Ducks had visited TD Bank Ballpark. You have to go back to the middle of June. That was a June 16th start for Jared here in Somerset, in which he took the loss, allowing 5 runs, 2 earned over 6 innings. But since that point, in his last 12 starts, Lansford has only lost once, and that came on August 4th against the York Revolution. Overall, he's 4-1 in that stretch of 12 games, with 7 no decisions. The 1-2 here is swung on and popped up to shallow right. Phelan Lentini will camp underneath it, makes the 2-handed catch. Retreating to first base goes Luis Montañez, now 2 away in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ducks on top 5-1, and Damaso Espino will step to the plate.
Damaso Espino.
Espino had a double down the right field line back in the 2nd inning and grounded out to short in the 4th, 1 for 2. Been very strong against Long Island this season. Had a couple of big games against the Ducks over at Bethpage Ballpark in the last 4 games set between the two teams. Overall, he's hitting .447 against Long Island entering tonight in 10 games. That's 17 of 38 from the plate with 5 runs scored and 6 runs batted in. considering that overall this season Espino is a 247 batter. He is batting about 200 points higher than his season batting average against the Ducks. As Lansford throws over to first and Montañez dives back in safely. And Espino's 1 for 2 against Long Island tonight so far, so he's increased that batting average against the Ducks. A right-handed batter working against Lansford from the stretch. First pitch swinging, grounds it over to third. Harris fields cleanly, the throw to second's in time, and that will retire the side. So Lansford retires Espino on 1 pitch. No runs for the Patriots on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Through 6 innings, Long Island leads 5-1 on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Fans, chill out with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet iced coffee, available at Bethpage Ballpark concession stand during home games. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or visit their cafes in the Hamptons. New pitcher in the ballgame for the Somerset Patriots, Matt Somo. Now into the ballgame as Matt Maloney's day has come to a close, and we'll get you Maloney's line here in a second. But the new pitcher is the right-handed sidearm reliever Matt Somo, stands at 6'3", 220 pounds, from Clinton, Connecticut. Most recently played for the Bridgeport Bluefish before making his way over here to Somerset. On the year, Somo overall is 4-1 in 34 appearances with a 4.66 ERA. With the Patriots, he's appeared in 16 games, 2-1 with a 2.50, so he's improved his numbers with Somerset, but overall still holding that 4.66 ERA this season. He'll work against the heart of the order for Long Island here as Lou Ford steps in and takes the first pitch fastball for a called strike, 0-1. It'll be Lou Ford, followed by Bill Hall and Adam Bailey, due up for the Ducks in the top of the 7th. Ford on the 1-0, grounds it sharply over to second base. Kelly fields it on one hop and tosses it on to first base in time for out number 1. Ford now 0 for 3 today. He did reach back in the first inning on a hit batsman. Now Bill Hall will step to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He drew a walk back in the first inning. The Ducks had the bases loaded back in the first and had an RBI single from Adam Bailey to give him a 1-0 lead. Again, the Ducks led 1-0 in the first before Corey Haroldchek's solo home run in the bottom half of that frame tied up the ball game at 1. An RBI double from Brendan Harris in the second, followed by an RBI single from Harris in the fourth, and a 2-run home run from Joash Brodeen in the fifth has provided Long Island with a 5-1 lead. Here, Bill Hall takes a fastball at the knees for a called strike, 0-1. And Soma works from the stretch with nobody on base. Side armor from the right side. His fastball misses outside to Hall, 1-1. So Matt Maloney goes 6 innings for the Patriots, in which he allows 5 runs, all earned, coming on 9 hits with 5 strikeouts and 2 walks. And Maloney currently in line for the loss, as the fastball here to Hall drops in for a called strike, and the count moves to 1-2. Matt Somo trying to keep the Patriots in this ballgame. They currently trail by 4 Long Island looking to end a 3-game skid against Somerset. As the changeup misses outside, a backhanded stop made by Espino. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No movement yet in the bullpen for Long Island, so you got to imagine that Jared Lansford will be coming back out to the mound for the bottom of the 7th inning. Somo from the stretch, the 2-2 to Hall, swung on and lined foul, sharply down the right field line. And the count stays even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A very nice evening here in Bridgewater, New Jersey. No significant weather to speak of, no wind, well, maybe a slight wind blowing towards home plate as the 2-2 to Hall is swung on and missed for strike 3.
Play. The ball is just sitting there, Jerry. I can't hit it.
So Bill Hall's now 0 for 3 today. Somo's retired the first 2 batters that he has faced. And now Adam Bailey will step in, 2 for 3. Had an RBI single in the first, a single in the 5th, and scored on the 2-run home run from Joe Ashbrodeen. Now Bailey will work against his first right-handed pitcher tonight. Went 2 for 3 against the southpaw Matt Maloney. First pitch from Somo. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. Again, Bailey's been red hot as of late. Now has his batting average over 300 for the season as he takes the fastball outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, Bailey has mostly struggled against Somerset this season. He enters tonight's ballgame with a 175 batting average against Somerset. He did have 2 home runs and 3 runs batted in on Sunday against the Patriots, and is 2 for 3 so far today as he takes a fastball outside. And the count moves to 3 balls and no strikes. So Bailey, the second-year Duck, trying to will this offense forward. The 3-0. Fastball at the knees for a called strike, 3-1. Bailey hitting .343 over his last 10 games with 3 home runs, 10 runs batted in, and 9 runs scored. There's been a couple of noticeable batters for Long Island that have really excelled over the last 10 games. As here, Bailey takes a fastball inside for ball 4. And fans, that's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins.
There for all your towing needs. For information, 1-8882 flatbed.
So Matt Somo not able to finish off the inning unscathed. It allows a 2-out walk to Adam Bailey, so that'll bring Cody Puckett to the plate. Puckett's over 3 today, but he's flown out to deep center field 2 times, both coming in his last 2 at-bats. He swung the bat well, just hit it right at fielders, as the fastball here is taken off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Again, Puckett, the reigning Atlantic League Player of the Week, had 10 RBI in his last 7 games. The 1-0 here on the outside corner for a called strike, 1-1. Batting over .500 in his last 5 games. Infield plays back with 2 out, except for Brian Barden over at first. He's covering the bag as Bailey leads. The 1-1 to Puckett is lined into right center field. Racing over is Luis Montañez, and he runs it down to make the catch. Another tough luck out for Cody Puckett. That will retire the side. No runs for Long Island, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We'll stretch and then move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Ducks lead 5-1 on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at pseglyny.com/save money.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Jared Lansford back to the mound for Long Island. Just about done stretching here as we move to the bottom of the 7th inning, and Long Island currently leading at 5-1 over the Patriots. 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors for the Ducks. 1 run on 7 hits and no errors for the Patriots. And here Lansford will work against the 8, 9, and 1 batters for Somerset. Edwin Masonette, Scott Kelly, and Corey Harelchek due up. The lone run of the ball game for the Patriots came back in the bottom of the 1st on a solo home run from Corey Harelchek. Since that point, Lansford has allowed 6 hits, but has limited the Patriots to just that 1 run. Somerset has only had 1 runner reach third base tonight, besides the Corey Harelchek solo home run. And that was Damaso Espino back in the 2nd inning.
Quick reminder to ensure a safe trip home for everyone. Beer and alcohol sales.
At one point also, Lansford had retired 11 consecutive. Here he'll work against the 8, 9, 1 batters to try to keep the Ducks in front 5-1 as Long Island looks to end their losing skid. Matt Somo worked a scoreless top of the 7th inning for Somerset, so now Lansford back out for the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to Masonette is a fastball that misses outside 1-0. Masonette's 0 for 2 today, grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning, flew out to center in the 5th. From the windup, the 1-0 from Lansford. Fastball right down Broadway for a called strike, 1-1. Check the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League for the first time tonight as currently all 8 teams still underway. The 1-1 from Lansford. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup there. Gets Masonette out in front. 1-2. In the bottom of the 6th inning over at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the Barnstormers are currently on top of the Bridgeport Bluefish 7-6. A score which does not help out Long Island as the Ducks are currently trailing the Barnstormers and the Skeeters for a wild card spot. As here the fastball outside gets Masonette swinging, and Jared Lansford has his 5th strikeout of the ball game. 1 away now in the bottom of the 7th, and that'll bring Scott Kelly to the plate. 0 for 2 today.
But
speaking about the Sugarland Skeeters, the Skeeters are currently on top of the Camden River Sharks, 5-0 in the top of the 6th inning at Campbell's Field. So both teams that the Ducks are trailing for wild card positioning are currently winning their own respective ball games, which does not bode well for the Ducks. As the fastball here to Kelly misses outside 1-0, but Long Island is leading things over their Liberty Division rivals, Somerset Patriots. So still an opportunity for the Ducks to gain ground in the Liberty Division standings, whereas they might not have an opportunity in the wild card standings. Here Kelly grounds one softly over to first. Brodeen fields cleanly, and he'll step it on the bag himself for out number 2. So quickly 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order. And Corey Harelchek. Jared Lansford now about to throw his 94th pitch of the ball game, so he's been able to maintain his economical pitch count. Harelchek, a left-handed batter to work against the righty Lansford. And sort of a shift for Long Island as Harelchek fouls off the first pitch fastball. If Joash Brodeen playing deep at first base, somewhat guarding the line, Cody Puckett plays at the edge of where the infield dirt meets the outfield grass in shallow right field. But Dan Lyons still plays to the third base side of the second base bag. As the 0-1 to Harelchek bluffs the bunt, takes a fastball off the plate, and that runs the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Brendan Harris plays significantly off the third base line. Along the infield grass, however. The 1-1 to Harelchek. Fastball on the outside corner for a called strike, 1-2. Now Lansford about to throw his 99th pitch of the ball game. The 1-2 to Harelchek. Check swing on the curveball. Misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The other out-of-town score in the Atlantic League right now, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs leading it over the York Revolution 3-2. It's important for Ducks fans to keep track of the Freedom Division standings. As the 2-2 here, Harelchek checks his swing. He went around, says the home plate umpire Fred DeJesus. Vasquez applies the tag, and that will retire the side. 6th strikeout of the ball game for Jared Lansford, and a 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th inning. So through 7, the Ducks lead 5-1 on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolak paving stones and walls. Nicolak's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicolak. Visit the Nicolak Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak Pavers, Nicolak Pavers, pave your way.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball.
Beth Page Ballpark is set. Quackerjack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Top of the 8th inning here at TD Bank Ballpark. Mark Schwartz on the call. Ducks currently leading it 5-1 over the Somerset Patriots. Hey, Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Then follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will also be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and more. The Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. Matt Somo remains in the ball game for the Patriots here in the top of the 8th inning, so he'll work his 2nd inning of relief as he'll toe off against Joash Brodeen to lead things off. The 7-8-9 batter is due up for the Ducks. First pitch to Joash, a fastball in there for a called strike, 0-1. Brodeen's 1 for 3 today, but that one hit was a big one, a 2-run home run back in the top of the 5th inning, as here he lines one foul down the first base line, 0-2. His 8th home run of the season. That capped off the scoring against the Patriots starting pitcher Matt Maloney and extended the Ducks' lead out to 5-1. That's where we currently stand here in the top of the 8th inning, as Jared Lansford has continued to pitch well. Lansford had 100 pitches on the nose through 7 innings, as Brodeen skies the 0-2 foul. Behind home plate, Espino will give it a look, but it lands out of play. And the fan not able to make the catch despite using his glove. And the count holds at no balls and 2 strikes.
216-737. 216-737.
So Lansford will likely come out for the bottom of the 8th inning, having thrown just 100 pitches. Ducks bullpen starting to get a little more movement going. A couple of relievers starting to stretch. So getting ready, but Lansford has been strong. Again, the only run that the right-handed starter for Long Island has allowed tonight was a leadoff solo home run to Corey Harelchek in the bottom of the 1st. Here Brodeen takes a changeup in the dirt, and the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ducks took a 1-0 lead in the top of the 1st inning, in case you're just joining us, on an RBI single from Adam Bailey. Harelchek's home run in the bottom half of that frame tied up the ball game at 1. Since that point, Long Island has scored 4 unanswered. Brodeen takes a fastball upstairs here. The count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. An RBI double in the 2nd inning from Brendan Harris put Long Island in front 2-1. Harris then added an RBI single in the 4th, and then a Joash Brodeen 2-out, 2-run home run in the 5th. As here he launches one to deep right field. Looking up is the right fielder Montañez, but that one is gone. Joash Brodeen's 2nd home run of the ballgame, his 9th of the season, and Long Island has extended its lead out to 6-1 here in the top of the 8th inning. Brodeen has hit a home run from both the left side of the plate and from the right side of the plate tonight. He's starting to turn things around, and the Ducks are on top by 5 runs over the Somerset Patriots. A leadoff home run from Joash Brodeen. 6 runs now on 10 hits for Long Island. Can never have enough insurance runs, especially the way that these last couple of games have gone between these two teams. But Brodeen smacked that one over the fence in right center field. So now that'll bring Jan Vasquez to the plate, and he takes the first pitch change up low. 1-0. Again, Brodeen now with 2 home runs tonight, 3 runs batted in, making 9 home runs and 55 RBI on the season for the third-year Duck, as Vasquez takes a change-up low and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Vasquez tonight is 1 for 3, had an infield single back in the 4th inning, a dribbler that went over the pitcher's mound and died right in front of the second base bag. Takes a fastball low and has worked his way ahead in the count, 3-0. Long Island getting some solid production from the bottom of its order. Joash Brodeen with 2 home runs and 3 runs batted in tonight. Both him and Brendan Harris have led the way for Long Island. Harris is 3 for 4 with 2 RBI and a run scored. Here Vasquez takes the fastball outside for ball 4. Fourth walk drawn by Ducks batters tonight, and fans, that's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose.
Number 12.
Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. Daryl McCall getting loose in the Somerset bullpen. So we'll see how long the leash is for Matt Somo. He was brought back out for his second inning of relief, but he's already allowed a leadoff home run to Joash Brodeen and a walk to Jan Vasquez. Here's Dan Lyons, and the first pitch fastball misses outside, 1-0. Again, a picturesque night here in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Barely any wind to speak of. A little hot, but not too humid. Quite comfortable, as the fastball here is on the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. Infield plays at double play depth against Dan Lyons. 1 for 2 today with a run scored and a stolen base. Walked his last time up. The 1-1 from the righty Somo, swung on and missed. Lyons laid on the fastball there, and the count moves to 1-2. Ducks have given starting pitcher Jared Lansford a 5-run cushion now. The 1-2 from Somo. Fastball grounded right back up the middle. Charging in is Edwin Masonette. His only plays to first, where he makes the throw cleanly. On to second base goes Jan Vasquez on the ground ball. 6-3 putout if you're keeping track at home. Vasquez on to second, and we'll move back to the top of the order in Phelan Lentini, who's 1 for 4 today. That is a lone hit back in the 4th inning. Was later stranded at third base in that inning. So here Lentini will bat from the right side of the plate as he works against the righty Somo, trying to escape this inning without allowing any further damage. Vasquez leads off of second. The infield now will play back for the Patriots. First pitch here to Phelan, a fastball in there for a called strike, letter high, 0-1. There's been a change in the rotation for Long Island for the rest of this series. Originally, Sean Garceau was supposed to pitch tomorrow, and Doug Arguello was supposed to make his first start of the season for Long Island on Thursday, as Lentini takes a fastball for a called strike, 0-2. But instead, those two pitchers have flip-flopped in the rotation. So Doug Arguello will make his first start as a Long Island Duck tomorrow night here at TD Bank Ballpark. And Garceau has been pushed back to Thursday, with a question mark hovering Garceau's start on Thursday, as Lentini grounds one up the middle here, but ranging to his left is Masonette. He fields cleanly and fires it on to first in time for the second out. On to third base on the ground out goes Jan Vasquez, however. So the Ducks now have a base runner 90 feet away from home with 2 away, and the birthday boy Brendan Harris stepping to the plate. And Harris has had a big day for Long Island, had a double in the first inning, came home to score on the RBI single from Adam Bailey. Then then Harris had an RBI double in the second and an RBI single in the fourth. He's 3 for 4 with a run scored and 2 runs batted in, along with 2 doubles. Here the fastball's letter high inside corner for a called strike to Harris, 0-1. Harris hitting .285 entering tonight's ball game. He's improved on that batting average. It now stands at .291. Infield plays back with 2 out, and Jan Vasquez leading off at third base. The 0-1 from Somo. Swing and a miss. Harris tardy on the fastball, and he's falling behind at no balls and 2 strikes. And Jared Lansford looks like he'll come back out for the bottom of the 8th inning for Long Island. He has needed 100 pitches to work 7 innings of 1-run ball to this point. Lansford's allowed 7 hits, no walks, while striking out 6. The 0-2 here to Harris is grounded over towards third. Smith cuts it off, fields cleanly, and his throw to first is in time to retire the side. So the Ducks strand the runner at third base, but do add to their lead. A solo home run from Joe Ashbro-Dean in the top of the 8th makes it a 6-1 lead for Long Island as we move to the bottom of the 8th on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Brett Lauren, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Bark in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Labor is on the move.
They are the Public Employees Federation.
They know it's time for workers to unite, to speak out, to demand government accountability for the way public services are delivered.
They provide healthcare services, mental health services, and services to the developmentally disabled.
They're the Public Employees Federation, PEF.
The problem-solving union. PEF is the union that cares for the community. Learn more at pef.org. PEF. Labor on the move.
Jared Lansford indeed comes back to the mound for the bottom of the 8th inning here at TD Bank Ballpark as Long Island currently leads it over the Somerset Patriots 6-1. Mark Schwartz on the call on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. 6 runs on 10 hits, no errors for Long Island, 1 run on 7 hits, and no errors for Somerset. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Jared Lansford will work against the 2-3-4 batters for the Patriots. Ty Rate, followed by Darrell Ward and Corey Smith, a dangerous part of this order for the Patriots. Lansford has needed 100 pitches to go through 7 to this point, including working a 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th inning, which he struck out a pair. Lansford has 6 strikeouts in the ballgame, and now he'll come back out for the bottom of the 8th. Ty Wright will lead things off. Wright is 1 for 3. Had a base hit his last time up, and he's also struck out twice tonight. First pitch to Wright, a fastball knee-high outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Again, Lansford has pitched well as of late for Long Island, and they're looking at him to be a stopper for this 3-game losing skid. The 0-1 to Wright is swung on and missed. A little slider there from Lansford, had Wright out in front, and the count moves to 0-2. Lansford, again, has lost just once in his last 12 starts, has won his last 2, including a complete game effort against Somerset on August 15th. Here the fastball misses upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lansford's season high for strikeouts in a ball game was 8. Set back on it was 9 set on July 30th against the Camden River Sharks. In that game, Lansford worked 8 innings without allowing a run, allowing 4 hits, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts, but received a no decision. As the 1-2 here to right is grounded up the middle and through for a base hit. So after Lansford had worked ahead in the count 0-2, Wright fights back and grounds a base hit through the hole right up the middle. Wright's second hit of the ball game, and the Patriots with the leadoff base runner on here in the bottom of the 8th. Now the heart of the order due up for Somerset. Darrell Ward will step in, the designated hitter for the Patriots tonight. He's 0 for 3, including a strikeout in the first inning. Lined out to deep center field back in the 5th. A left-handed batter as Lansford will now work from the stretch. Lansford has struck out 8 batters in a ball game 2 times and 9 batters in a ball game once. He currently has 6 strikeouts tonight. First pitch to Ward, a fastball misses inside 1-0. Infield plays a double play depth, shaded towards the right side against the lefty Ward. Brendan Harris plays well off the third base line. Dan Lyons almost right behind the second base bag. And Cody Puckett plays in the hole at second base. The 1-0 is swung on and drilled deep right, but that's going to roll and land foul. Ward absolutely crushed that one, but he was well out in front, and the ball goes foul by about 30 feet. If he straightens that one out, that has a chance to hit off the scoreboard in right field here at TD Bank Ballpark. Instead, the count's now 1-1, with Wright leading off of first base. Not great speed over at first for Wright. He's being held on by Joash Brodeen. The 1-1 to Ward. It's a fastball that misses low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, the Patriots currently 7 games up on Long Island for first place in the Liberty Division standings. Ducks need to either take the second half in the Liberty Division or find their way into the postseason through a wild card to continue their season. Here the fastball misses low and outside to Ward, and it counts 3-1. Objectively speaking, the wild card race might be the easier path for Long Island. They're currently 2 games behind both the Sugarland Skeeters and the Lancaster Barnstormers. As the standings would currently indicate, there would be 2 wild card spots available in the Atlantic League as a broken bat grounder goes up the middle. Lyons field steps on the second base bag for 1. His turn to first is in time. Ward not hustling out of the batter's box at all after his bat shattered on the grounder. Lyons had to field that ground ball to the first base side of the second base bag. He then took it himself to second base, jumped in the air, and threw it onto first. It was a soft one-hopper over to Brodeen, who had to come off the bag. But with Ward not running at all down the first base line, Joash had plenty of time to collect the short throw from Lyons and then slowly walk to the first base bag and step on it in time to complete the 6-3 double play. And fans, that double play by the Ducks is brought to you by the New York State Public Employees Federation, PEF, the union that cares for the community. First pitch here to Corey Smith, check swing on the fastball, didn't go around, and the count's 1-0. It's the first double play turned by Long Island tonight. Now Lansford can work from the windup with nobody on base. And the fastball to Smith misses outside 2-0. Smith's 1 for 3, hit a single back in the first, grounded out to third base in the third, struck out swinging in the 6th. Leads the Somerset team in hitting with .306 average entering tonight. Here, this fastball just misses off the plate, despite Jan Vasquez trying to freeze it for the home plate umpire Fred DeJesus. And the count moves to 3 balls and no strikes. From the windup, see if Smith has the green light here. The 3-0 is knee-high for a called strike, 3-1. Smith was taken all the way there, no doubt about that one. So now we'll see if he becomes a hitter. As Lansford's about to deliver his 114th pitch of the ballgame. It's a fastball fouled off over the backstop by Smith. Ricochets off the suite level and back to the general seating bowl. And ricochets all the way down to the first row of seating where a fan, not expecting to get a foul ball, had it fall into her lap. The count now is run full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lansford from the windup, the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Lansford's 7th strikeout of the ball game, and he works a 1-2-3 bottom of the 8th. Ducks lead 6-1 through 8 innings here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, this is Steve Foucault, pitching coach for the Ducks. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I could live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Top of the 9th inning here at TD Bank Ballpark. Mark Schwartz on the call as the Ducks currently leading it over the Somerset Patriots 6-1. 6 runs on 10 hits, no errors for Long Island, 1 run on 8 hits, and no errors for the Somerset Patriots. A new pitcher in the ballgame for Somerset. It'll be their center fielder, Corey Harelchek, who has now been put on the mound. Don't be too surprised by this. Harelchek has been a two-way player for Somerset this season. It'll be, overall, his 8th appearance in relief this year. He has a 1.42 ERA. In 6 1/3 innings, he's allowed just 1 run. So not too much of a surprise as Harelchek enters the ballgame as a reliever for the Patriots. And we'll see what the defensive change is now for Somerset along the outfield. It looks like Ty Wright has moved to center, Luis Montañez to right, but now it's a miscommunication, and the Somerset outfielders will spread away. So until they get their idea set in order. Looks like Ty Wright's going to stay in left. And now the center fielder is Chris Cody. Well, we'll wait official confirmation to see who the official center fielder is right now. It's hard to tell. But Lou Ford will lead things off for Long Island here in the top of the 9th inning, working against Corey Harelchek, a left-handed reliever. So Harelchek here works from the windup, and the first pitch to Ford is a fastball that misses low and inside 1-0. It'll be Lou Ford followed by Bill Hall and Adam Bailey due up for the Ducks here in the top of the 9th inning. 3, 4, 5 batters in the order as Long Island leads it 6-1 over Somerset, trying to take the first game of this 3-game series here at TD Bank Ballpark and even up the season series between the two teams at 9 apiece. Here the fastball knee high for a called strike to Lou, and the count's 1-1. Harelchek from the windup, the 1-1 pitch to Ford. Fastball swung on and missed. High heat. Ford swung right through it, and the count moves to 1-2. Lou is 0 for 3 today, reached on a hit batsman back in the first inning. Right-handed batter against the southpaw, Harelchek, the 1-2 pitch. Curveball lined into left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Ty Wright cuts it off in front of the warning track, but for Lou Ford, it's his first base hit of the ballgame, and that has extended his hitting streak to 11 consecutive games. Took until the 9th inning, and it took until his 5th overall at bat, 6th plate appearance to do so. But Ford continues his hit streak. He'll lead off at first base, and that'll bring Bill Hall to the plate. So Haralchek had been ahead in the count against Ford, but Lou works his way back to line a base hit into left field. So here Haralchek will work from the stretch. First pitch to Bill Hall is a fastball right down the middle for a called strike, 0-1. Nobody getting loose in the Ducks bullpen just yet. So it looks like Jared Lansford will be asked to come back out to the mound and try to work a complete game. It would be his third complete game of the season if he was able to finish off the final 3 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Here the change up to Hall misses low, 1 ball and 1 strike. It would also be the second consecutive complete game that Lansford has thrown against this very same Somerset Patriots team. The 1-1 to Hall swung on and missed, well out in front of a changeup. 2 starts ago for Lansford on August 15th. He went up against the Patriots over at Bethpage Ballpark. Tossed a complete game, allowing 2 runs, 1 earned over 9 innings. Here he's allowed just 1 run. That came on a solo home run from Corey Haralchek back in the bottom of the first. As here Hall fists one into right field for a base hit. 12th hit of the ball game for Long Island. It's Hall's first hit of the ball game. He's now 1 for 4. And Ducks consecutive base hits to begin things in the top of the 9th. And that'll bring Adam Bailey to the plate, who already has a pair of hits tonight, along with an RBI and a run scored. So here we'll have a lefty-on-lefty matchup.
Left fielder Adam Bailey.
As Bailey steps back in. Bailey went 2 for 3 against Matt Maloney, who was the starting pitcher for the Patriots earlier tonight. Maloney's a southpaw, and Bailey's had a lot of success against left-handed pitching this season. So the lefty-on-lefty matchup doesn't necessarily hurt Long Island, as much as it may sound like it does. First pitch here at Bailey is a fastball that misses outside, 1-0. Again, Maloney starting for the Patriots tonight, went 6 innings, allowing 5 runs all earned on 9 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. He's currently in line for the loss. It would be his 7th loss of the season. The 1-0 to Bailey, swung on and missed. High fastball. Bailey chased it upstairs. And the count runs even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Check the out-of-town scoreboard again in the Atlantic League, as there has not been a game that has gone final just yet. The 1-1 from Haralchek. Swung on and lined to center field deep. Back goes the center fielder, but he runs it down in front of the warning track. Drops the ball on the transfer. Tagging up from second base is Lou Ford. He'll slide in safely at third. So a productive out there from Adam Bailey as it advances forward over to third. 1 away now in the top of the 9th. Runners on the corners for the Ducks and Cody Puckett.
Second baseman Cody Puckett.
So Adam Bailey's now 2 for 4 today, but it does work as a productive out. Middle infield will play a double play depth, hoping for a ground ball. Ducks looking for another insurance run. They lead by 5 over Somerset. As in the bottom of the 9th, the Patriots will have their 5, 6, 7 batters due up in the order. Here, Haralchek will continue to work from the stretch. Lefty on righty matchup here. First pitch to Puckett. Changeup misses low and inside, 1-0. Cody Puckett is 0 for 4 today. Again, he had been red hot. He was recently named the Atlantic League Player of the Week. He's currently riding an 11-game hitting streak entering tonight. Here he flares one out to left field. Right's underneath it. He'll make the catch. Ford tagging up from third. The throw will come home, and it's not in time. A sacrifice fly for Cody Puckett. So his hitting streak is likely done at 11 games, but he does earn his 67th run batted in of the season, as Long Island now leads at 7-1 over Somerset.
First baseman Joyce Brodeen.
So now 2 away in the top of the 9th. Ford scores from third. Hall held at first base. So now Brodeen will step to the plate already with 2 home runs tonight. He's hit a home run from the right side of the plate and from the left side. Here he takes a changeup low, and the count moves to 1-0. Brodeen grounded into a fielder's choice in the first, flew out to right field in the 4th, but then hit a 2-out, 2-run home run from the right side of the plate in the 5th inning to extend the Ducks' lead to 5-1. As here, broken bat, flare down the left field line is going to drop in for a base hit. So Brodeen breaks the bat in which he's had 2 home runs with tonight, but in doing so gets his 3rd hit of the ball game. It's the 13th hit overall for Long Island, continues this inning. Hall advances to second base, and that'll bring Jan Vasquez to the plate.
Catcher,
so
Jan
Brodeen
Vasquez.
now 3 for 5 with 2 home runs, 3 runs batted in, and 2 runs scored. Hall will lead off of second, Brodeen off of first. The infield plays back for Somerset. Corey Harelchek, the starting center fielder for the Patriots, and the batter that's responsible for the lone run for Somerset, works from the stretch as the fastball misses upstairs. And it counts 1-0 to the switch-hitting catcher, Jan Vasquez. Here, Vasquez swings through the fastball, and he's quickly fallen behind. Sorry, the count moves even to 1 ball and 1 strike. Jan's 1 for 3 with a run scored, had an infield single back in the 4th inning, eventually came out home to score on an RBI single from Brendan Harris. The 1-1. Fastball misses upstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike. Seven runs on 13 hits, no errors for Long Island, 1 run on 8 hits, and no errors for Somerset as Vasquez flares one foul down the first base line. It'll land out of play. And the count runs even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Some movement in the Ducks bullpen now. Hard to tell from this angle who it is that's getting loose. Could be Sergio Perez. We'll see if Jared Lansford comes back out for the bottom of the 9th inning. He's allowed just 1 run through 8, roughly around 115 pitches tonight. Here's the 2-2 to Vasquez. Swung on, fouled off behind first base, and just misses where I was in the broadcast booth. Almost had that one, but wasn't able to get it. And the count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Hall leads off of second base. Brodeen off of first. Infield plays back with 2 out. Already 1 run home for Long Island here in the top of the 9th as Vasquez checks his swing on the changeup in the dirt. He went around. Espino blocks it and throws it onto first base in time to retire the side. But Long Island extends its lead on a sacrifice fly from Cody Puckett. 7-1, Long Island in front as we move to the bottom of the 9th inning. Last licks for the Patriots on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, this is pitcher Eric Neeson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
All 2,000 of us at PSEG Long Island care deeply about our communities. Our company has a long-standing commitment to giving back, and our people, along with our energy efficiency and renewable energy programs, are helping to improve the businesses and towns we all call home. Learn more about how we're working together to better serve our communities. Visit us at psegLINY.com/community.
Bottom of the 9th inning here at TD Bank Ballpark. Sergio Perez is the new pitcher as Jared Lansford's impressive night has come to a close. Long Island on top 7-1, looking to take the series opener over the Somerset Patriots. And fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app powered by Clear Vision Apps has officially arrived. Buy tickets and stay up to date on Long Island's hometown team right on your mobile device. Download the app today for free by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. So Sergio Perez will enter the ballgame for Long Island, look to record the final 3 outs, with Long Island holding on to a 6-run lead. Jared Lansford's impressive night comes to a close. Lansford works 8 innings, in which he allows just 1 run earned on 8 hits, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. And that'll be up to Sergio Perez to try to finish things off for the Ducks. He'll work against the 5, 6, 7 batters. Luis Montañez will lead things off for Somerset. It'll be Montañez followed by Brian Barden and Damaso Espino. Ducks 3 outs away from taking the series opener here against the Patriots. First pitch to Montañez, a fastball that misses inside 1-0. Perez from the windup. Quickly, the 1-0 to Montañez is lifted to left field deep. Adam Bailey's underneath it. He'll have space. Starts to move in a couple of strides, and he makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 out, nobody on. That'll bring Brian Barden to the plate.
Second baseman Brian Barden.
In 9 appearances for Perez, he's worked 8 2/3 innings this year with the Ducks, allowing 3 runs on 7 hits with 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. That serves for a 3.12 ERA. Again, Long Island trying to stay alive in the division race in the Liberty Division. Entering tonight, 7 games behind the Patriots. First pitch to Brian Barden, misses inside 1-0. Looking at the out-of-town scoreboard, the 2 teams that the Ducks are chasing in the wild card standings currently leading. Barnstormers on top of the Bluefish 8-7 in the top of the 8th inning in Lancaster. The 1-0 here to Barden, misses inside 2-0. And in the bottom of the 8th inning in Camden, the Sugarland Skeeters leading the River Sharks 5-0. Also of note, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs on top of the York Revolution 6-5 in the bottom of the 7th. Here the 2-0 from Perez. Fastball fouled off behind home plate towards the broadcast booth. And it lands short, but it's out of play. And the count moves to 2-1. A couple of foul balls have come close to me today. Haven't had any success just yet. Here Perez works from the windup, the 2-1 to Barden. Swung on, fouled off to the backstop. And the count is run even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Perez, one of the newer relievers in the bullpen for Long Island, was signed on the same day that the Ducks traded John Myers to the River City Rascals for Tommy Organ and Evan Crawford, and a player to be named later. Here the fastball misses low, and the count moves to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Infield plays back with 1 away. The outfield straight up. No wind to speak of here at TD Bank Ballpark. Perez from the windup. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed strike 3. Barden chases the high fastball, a little late on it. Sergio Perez with his first strikeout of the ballgame. And now Somerset's down to their final out.
37, Damaso Espino.
Last chance to keep things alive for Somerset is Damaso Espino. He's been strong against the Patriots this season. Strong against the Ducks this season. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Had a double in his first at bat down the right field line. Since that point has grounded out twice. Right-handed batter against the righty. Perez takes the first pitch fastball upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Perez trying to finish things off here for Long Island and bring them within 6 games of first place in the Liberty Division standings, keeping their playoff hopes alive through that regard. Long Island still very much alive in the wild card standings. Here Espino grounds one through the hole on the left side, past a sprawled out Dan Lyons and into left field for a base hit. Second hit of the ball game for Damaso Espino, 9th hit overall for Somerset. And that continues this ball game for at least one more batter, and it'll bring Edwin Masonette to the plate. Masonette's 0 for 3, including striking out his last time up. Espino does not have great speed. He'll lead off of first base, but the Ducks infield will pay no attention to him, as Long Island needs just one more out to finish off this ball game. They're currently leading by 6 runs. Perez will now work from the stretch for the first time tonight. First pitch to the right-handed hitting Masonette is swung on and foul tipped into the glove of the catcher Jan Vasquez, 0-1. Again, it'll be Doug Arguello on the mound for Long Island tomorrow against David Harden for Somerset in Game 2 of this 3-game set. And the second to last time that these two teams will meet in the 2014 regular season. As of right now, Somerset leads the season series 9-8, but the Ducks 2 strikes away from evening things up. The 0-1 to Masonette, grounded down the third base line. It'll roll foul. And now the Patriots are down to their final strike. Long Island took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first on an Adam Bailey RBI single. Corey Harelchek's solo home run on the bottom of the first tied it up at 1, but since that point, Long Island has scored 6 unanswered runs. An RBI double from Brendan Harris in the second put Long Island in front. He added an RBI single in the fourth to make it a 3-1 ball game. A Joash Brodin 2-run home run in the fifth made it 5-1. Brodin added his second home run, a solo shot in the eighth to make it 6-1, and a sac fly from Cody Puckett made it 7-1 in the ninth. Here the fastball is spiked from Perez, and it bounces away from Vasquez onto second base. We'll go at Damaso Espino, a wild pitch charged against Sergio Perez. That doesn't necessarily matter. Count still 1-2 with Edwin Masonette at the plate. Infield plays back, the outfield straight up. Perez steps back on the mound. He'll work from the stretch. Stares into Jan Vasquez for the call and comes set. From the stretch, the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up foul territory third base side. Dan Lyons giving chase towards the foul line, but it will land out of play. And Masonette gets a second life. He stays alive in the count. It holds at 1-2 strikes. Most of the fans here at TD Bank Ballpark have cleared out with the Ducks on top by 6 runs. It was Bark in the Park night here in Bridgewater. Good amount of dogs spread out throughout the ballpark, most of which have since left. Once again, Perez will come from the stretch, takes a step off the mound, and now will quickly step back on, asks for a reset of the calls from Jan Vasquez. Gets one that he likes, and comes set. The 1-2 pitch to Masonette. Fastball misses high and inside, and that runs the count even at 2-2 strikes. Scott Kelly awaits on deck and would be next if Masonette can continue this ball game. Espino leads off of second base. The 2-2 pitch. Changeup misses upstairs, ball 3. And Perez struggling to get this final out, and this final strike really. Was ahead in the count 0-2 against Masonette. Masonette fouled off a couple of pitches and has worked this count full. Once again, the payoff pitch. Swung on and popped up. This one will stay fair. Cody Puckett's underneath it along the infield. He makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Long Island takes game 1 of this 3-game set here at TD Bank Ballpark as they defeat the Somerset Patriots by a final score of 7-1. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap up the night that was on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Bring your birthday to the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available for the 2014 season. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
And welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark here in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Mark Schwartz on the call on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. Also live audio streaming at liducks.com. Thank you so much for joining us throughout the entire evening. Apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning of the ball game, but we were all good for the rest of the way, and as were the Ducks as they defeat the Somerset Patriots by a final score of 7-1. Long Island takes the first game of this 3-game series. An impressive win for Long Island, really hitting on all cylinders, both at the plate and on the mound. With the win, Long Island improves to 21-25 in the second half, 61-54 overall, while the Patriots fall to 27-19 in the second half, 74-42 overall this season. Jared Lansford gets the win for the Ducks. He improves to 7-4 this season as he tosses 8 innings, in which he allows just 1 run on 8 hits, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. Matt Maloney gets the loss for the Somerset Patriots. He drops to 8-7 this year as he allows 5 runs all earned over 6 innings on 9 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Go over the game recap here at tonight's ball game, as again it was Lansford on the mound working against Maloney for the Patriots. The Ducks took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning. With the bases loaded and 1 out, it was Adam Bailey with an RBI single to right field to put Long Island in front 1-0. The Patriots would respond in the bottom of the first on a solo home run from Corey Harelchek to make it a 1-1 ball game, but from that point on, it was all Long Island as the Ducks would score 6 unanswered runs to win the ball game. In the top of the second, with 2 out and a runner at second base, Brendan Harris with an RBI double over towards the left center to score Dan Lyons and put Long Island in front 2-1. That would provide the difference in the ball game. Harris then later had an RBI single in the fourth. He was 3 for 3 in his first 3 at-bats with 2 runs batted in, 2 doubles, and a run scored. Ducks led 3-1 after the 4th inning. Fast forward to the top of the 5th. With 2 out and a runner at first, Joash Brodeen stepped to the plate and launched a 2-run home run over the second wall of advertising in left center field, his 8th of the season, and that put Long Island in front 5-1 at the time. The Ducks would then increase their lead in the top of the 8th, and once again it was Joash Brodeen with a solo home run. This time it was from the left side of the plate, his second home run of the ball game, 9th of the season, crushed it over the right center field fence, and that put Long Island in front 6-1 at the time. Brodeen hit a home run from both sides of the plate tonight, an impressive feat and one that any switch hitter certainly strives for over the course of a ball game. So it was 6-1 Ducks after 8. Move on to the top of the 9th inning after Jared Lansford had successfully worked 8 strong innings, holding the Patriots to just 1 run. In the top of the 9th, Lou Ford and Bill Hall led off with consecutive base hits. After Hall tagged up from second base and advanced to third on a flyout from Adam Bailey, it was Cody Puckett who brought Ford home from third base on a sacrifice fly to cap the scoring for the evening and give Long Island a 7-1 lead. Again, it's Lansford getting the win. He improves to 7-4 on the season. Maloney gets the loss. He drops to 8-7. No save is recorded in this ball game. So we'll take another break here on the post-game show. When we come back, we'll wrap up the night, go out over the out-of-town scoreboard for one final time, hand out the Nicolak Player of the Game honors as the Ducks defeat the Patriots 7-1 here at TD Bank Ballpark on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, this is right-handed pitcher Josh Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at pseglinY.com/save-money.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire 15th anniversary season through live chats with Ducks players and exclusive video clips. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Life is better here.
And welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark here in Bridgewater, New Jersey for the final time tonight as the Ducks defeat the Somerset Patriots in the first game of this three-game series by a final score of 7-1. Mark Schwartz on the call here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. Time to hand out the Nicolak Player of the Game honors. And this is a very difficult call because there's a lot of players that played very well in tonight's ball game, three in particular. But the Nicolak Player of the Game will go to Joash Brodin. Yes, Jared Lansford earned the win, tossing 8 innings of one-run ball while striking out 7. And Brendan Harris did go 3 for 5 from the plate with 2 RBI, 2 doubles, and a run scored. But Joash Brodin is tonight Nicolak's Player of the Game. Brodin went 3 for 5 from the plate with 2 home runs and 3 runs batted in, along with 2 runs scored. So Joash Brodin is tonight's Nicolak Player of the Game. Nicolak Retaining Walls and Paving Stones, a company synonymous with quality and service and the manufactured concrete industry for almost 50 years. Check the out-of-town scoreboard another time in the Atlantic League, as again the Ducks won here 7-1. It's the only game that has gone final so far in the Atlantic League. Bottom of the 8th inning, the Lancaster Barnstormers continue to lead the Bridgeport Bluefish 8-7. over at Clipper Magazine Stadium, so we'll keep an eye on that ball game as the night progresses. Of course, the Ducks trailing the Barnstormers, entering today by 2 games for one of the final 2 playoff spots in the Atlantic League. The other team that the Ducks are trailing in the wildcard standings were the Sugarland Skeeters, and they're currently leading the Camden River Sharks 5-0 in the bottom of the 9th inning at Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey. So 2 scores that do not favor Long Island in terms of the scoreboard watching, but still plenty of baseball left to be played. Little under a month left in the 2014 regular season. And the other score currently still ongoing in the Atlantic League. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs have opened up the game against the York Revolution. They currently lead it 10-5 over the Rebs in the bottom of the 7th inning at Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland. So that'll pretty much wrap things up for us here from TD Bank Ballpark. Once again, your final score, Long Island defeats Somerset 7-1. Jared Lansford gets the win, Matt Maloney gets the loss, and no save is recorded. Long Island improves 21-25 in the second half, 61-54 overall, while the Patriots drop to 27-19 in the second half, 74-42 overall this season. Make sure you join us for our next broadcast. It'll come tomorrow night here at TD Bank Ballpark. Doug Arguello on the mound for Long Island, making his first start of the season for the Ducks against David Harden for the Somerset Patriots. First pitch at 7:05. Coverage begins at 6:50 here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, and live audio at liducks.com as well. So for everyone involved with the broadcast, I'm Mark Schwartz signing off from Bridgewater, wishing everyone a pleasant rest of your Tuesday evening, everybody. Good night.